Hello, Year 2, and welcome to your second spelling test. You're going to need a piece of paper and something to write with. We've got 10 spellings to test this week. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you the word, I'm going to use it in a sentence, and then if you need more time to write it down before I show you how to spell it, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. But I'm not going to keep reminding you to do that this week, so you've got to remember that for yourself. Our first spelling this week is cheerful. I am always cheerful when the sun is shining. Cheerful. Cheerful. Full. I hope you remembered what Mrs. Jalaf taught you, that when you put a suffix on the end of the word, full, you only have one L. It's not like the word full, which has two, so we need to be careful of that one. Cheerful. Our next spelling is happiness. I am full of happiness when it is ice cream evening. Once a week we're allowed ice cream in our house. So I am full of happiness when it is ice cream evening. Happiness. Happiness. Now I hope you remembered the rule that you have to remember it's not a y there like it would be in the word happy. When we put a suffix on the end of a word that ends in y, we have to change it to an I. Happiness. And that one does have a double on the end. Happiness. Our next spelling is enjoyment. I hope you are finding some enjoyment in doing your work at home. Enjoyment. Enjoyment. Joy. And then my suffix on the end of that one, ment. Did you notice when you were learning your spellings this week that all of them had suffixes on the end? Bet you did. Well done. Next word is careful. I need to be careful when I'm putting the suffix full on the end of a word. Careful. Careful. Care. Full. Careful. Our next word is sadness. I am full of sadness that I can't see you all in front of me. Sadness. Sadness. Sad. Ness. Sadness. Our next word is argument. We got into a big argument over who was going to have the special ice cream this week. Argument. We only had one Magnum left. There are 4 of us. So there was a big argument in our house over who got the Magnum. Argument. This is a word I find quite tricky. I know how to spell the word argue, but I always have to remember to not put the E on the end when I add a suffix. And I have to think really carefully about that one because I'm very good at getting that one wrong. Argument. I hope you didn't do what I did. I hope you're cleverer than I am. The next one is hopeful. I am hopeful that we'll all soon be back at school together. Hopeful. Hope. Full. See, it's just sent to trick me because that one does have the E on the end of it. I don't understand. Hope. Full. Not quite sure why we get rid of the argument, E on the argument. The next one is merriment. The children were full of merriment playing in the garden. That means they were laughing and skipping and just happy to be out there. The children were full of merriment playing in the garden. Merriment. Merry. And again, I need to remember, because merry ends in a Y, so I need to remember to change it to my I. meant. And our last word is plentiful. Plentiful. It means you've got lots of it. I wish that my freezer was plentiful with ice cream. Plentiful. Plentiful. Plen. And again, plenty would end in a Y, so I need to remember to change it to an I. And I need to remember to only put one L on the end of my word plentiful. So I hope you did well. I hope you remembered how to spell all your spellings. Now, last week I showed you lots of different ways that you could learn your spellings. And this week I've been looking at your work on Tapestry, and I didn't ask you to send me your spelling tests, and I didn't ask for any work for your spellings, but a few children have put ideas on how they've learnt their spellings. So I know Amaya's been trying really hard to make her writing really neat as she's done hers. And I've got Tommy C's here, and Tommy used a computer to help him. He typed his sentences into a document. So he used all his words from last week in sentences. So the treasure was underground. So thank you for your ideas on how to learn your spellings. And if you've got ideas that I can share with everyone else, then please do put them on Tapestry. And I'll see you for our next spelling test.